Hi everyone, I'm Andrea. Welcome to Cherrybook Music Studio. In this short video, I'll show you how you can learn all the 24 major and minor triads in your first lesson. To learn the major and minor triads, I will teach you the 4 hexatonic cycles. Each hexatonic cycle has 6 triads, 3 major and 3 minor triads. You might notice how smooth this sounds. No big leaps, just small changes to the triad patterns. Only one note moves to form a new chord, and this is known as smooth voice leading. Now I'll play the C hexatonic cycle again, this time saying the chord names. C major, E minor, E major, A flat minor, A flat major, C minor, back to C major. It's a good idea to replay the video and practice along at your own pace. If you're playing the triads on a keyboard, an easy way to learn the pattern is to think of the 3 notes as positions left, right, and middle, and the 2 moves down 1 step and up 1 step. For the hexatonic cycles, the first note to move is on the left. For the C hexatonic, the C moves down 1 step, then on the right, the G moves up 1 step, the middle note E moves down 1 step, the left note moves up, the right moves down, and the middle note moves up 1 step to bring the cycle back home. So, left, right, middle, left, right, middle. Easy. The hexatonic cycles begin a fifth apart on F, C, G, and D, which is the reason the 24 major and minor triads cycle through without repeating. These critical mathematical aspects of music are central to triads, harmony, music making, and for how we respond to music when listening. Because music globally uses sets of notes, practicing collections such as triads can assist with confidence performing and reading music notation. You already recognize chords, which is one reason you remember a piece of music. Practicing the hexatonic cycles in this way means you learn more about what you already hear. Richard Cohn, Battelle Professor of Theory of Music, Yale University, introduced the hexatonic cycles from Euler's tonnets. Here's a picture of Euler's 1739 tonnets. Cohn visualized in circle graphs the cycle of chords called the hexatonic cycles to describe the smooth shifts to major third cycles, a characteristic called maximal smoothness. You have learned the C hexatonic cycle. Let's have a go playing the other 3 cycles beginning on F, G, and D. Try different ways to practice the hexatonic cycles and make music along the way. Here's a hexatonic cycle improvisation. I teach all beginner students hexatonic cycles to assist the development of listening skills and music theory through music making from around 6 years old. Let's hear from a student about learning triads through hexatonic cycles.
The hexatonic cycle is a great and fun way to learn all the 24 major and minor chords.
If you have started playing music recently, you may want to just enjoy playing the triads. The next section provides more information about hexatonic cycles music theory for anyone who wants to dig deeper. The hexatonic cycle uses the LP cycle, that is, the leading note exchange and parallel function. The C hexatonic cycle begins with the note C, E, G, or the triad C major. These are the first, third, and fifth notes or scale degrees of the C major scale. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and back to 1 or 8, either way it's C, so a cycle. B, the seventh note of the C major scale, leads back to C, which is why it's called a leading note. When C major swaps its C with its leading note B, it is called a leading note exchange, and the swap forms a new triad E minor, the second triad you play in the C hexatonic cycle. The next note that moves, G goes to G sharp, transforms the E minor triad to its parallel triad, E major, the parallel function. The third of the minor triad moves up one step to become major, or the third major triad moves down one step to become a minor triad. Together, this cycle of two functions, leading note exchange and parallel, is known as the LP cycle. Through the LP cycle applied to the C hexatonic cycle, you'll also notice that each triad is a major third apart from the first triad, C major, in either direction. C major to E minor and major, and C major to A flat minor and major. This theory developed with Hugo Riemann and throughout Neo-Romanian music theory with theorists David Lewin, Brian Heyer, Richard Cohn, and Henry Klompenhauer. Further reading is provided at the end of the video. With the hexatonic cycles, when you play a new triad, try to observe which notes remain of the original C major triad. The number of notes retained follow the pattern. 3, all notes remain. 2 notes remain. 1 remains. 0, no notes remain. Then 1, 2, 3, and back home again. 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. It's interesting to compare these triads with conventionally closely related triads, such as C major, G major, F major, and A minor. The A flat minor triad has no notes in common to the original triad C major and is instead related by a third. Cohn labels this triadic relation as a hexatonic pole, shown here represented in a circle graph as an opposite. There are also octatonic cycles, with 3 cycles of 8 triads originating from Euler's tonnets to learn the 24 major and minor triads, which cycle through the RP or relative, the fifth moves up a tone, and parallel functions. I hope you enjoy practicing the 24 major and minor triads in this relaxing and meaningful way. Click like and subscribe for more free videos.